Hey guys, my name's Hamish, Wild Earth Australia Ambassador, and today I want to talk you through a little watch I've been using. It is the Garmin Forerunner 55. So yeah, let's get into it and have a look at it. So I'll take you through a few specs on it to start with. So the first one is the weight. So this one is weighing in at 37 grams. As you can see, it's a pretty slim, sort of small looking watch. So it's a very streamlined watch. Garmin obviously make a lot of running watches and various other sort of sport watches that are quite bulky, pretty heavy, and this one is probably one of their more discreet watches. It's if you're sort of looking for a watch that is not as heavy, you're not noticing it's there as much, one of these Forerunner 55s is sort of a good one to look into. That is one of the reasons I've sort of most liked it. I mainly use watches for running, things like that, and I like to sort of if I can, not know the watch is there, and that's what this is sort of doing. You sort of don't notice it's there, and you can just sort of go about your business. It also uses the silicone strap, which has obviously got a little bit of flex in it and a little bit of give. So when you're putting it on and you're sort of trying to find that right sort of tension, it will give a little bit and sort of adapt to your wrist thickness a bit, and it's never feeling like it's super jacked up, like it's super tight on you. It's always feeling like it's it's comfy, and that's because it's got that little bit of flex in it, which I really like. A few other specs: screen, 26mm display, which is pretty standard. And in terms of waterproof factor, this one will go down to 50 meters and deal with pressure at 50 meters depth, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty good for a watch. Another thing that often gets looked at with watches, especially sport watches, is battery life. Because this one's using a GPS, and a lot of sport watches use a GPS, that often uses up battery a lot quicker. So this one in GPS mode, so if you're doing an activity and you're constantly tracking and it's recording where you are to create whatever data it's bringing from that, you get 20 hours in GPS mode, and then 2 weeks in just general sport watch mode. So yeah, if you're rolling GPS, you get 20 hours. So essentially an activity, any more than 20 hours, you're gonna have to charge it again if you're using the GPS. So yeah, I've obviously been using this watch mainly for running purposes, and it's basically doing all the basics that you want it to do as a running watch. So you're doing things like, it's got the GPS, it's recording your route, it's taking splits from your run, it's getting your time, you can start and stop it, pause it at any time. It's creating it's understanding distance, so elevation gain, and then yeah. This one's also really good when it comes to heart rate, because it's got a constant reading of heart rate, so you can check that at any time. And then also when you stopped, it'll actually notify you if you're resting, your resting heart rate is too high or too low, or if it's not coming back down. So it's constantly tracking your heart rate, and you can see what's going on when you're running and when you're not. So the thing I also really like about using Garmin watches is they've got their own app that you can Bluetooth connect the watch to. So once you're done using your watch, you can actually upload your activity that you've recorded to the app, and then you can use that to put it across to any other app like Strava you're using, for instance, to get that data over. And you can also have it Bluetooth to your phone sort of at all times, so you can use it. Notifications from your phone will come directly through to your watch, and it's sort of intertwined, which is cool. So you can update anything from your phone, and it'll track over to your watch, and it's just all very easy to use on the app, and sort of organize your watch to make it how you want to use it. It's also really nifty because it'll give you suggested running times, how far you should be running each day, and also rest times, so how long you should be resting for between activities. So yeah, you can sort of help set goals with sort of distances you want to get, and sort of any running related goals, and you can sort of allow this watch to give you advice to how you can sort of meet those requirements. In terms of actually using this watch, it's very simple. So it's basically running 5 buttons. You've got your start and stop, your activity or pause. Then you've got your up and down, and then you've got a little button for the light to turn the back light on and off, and then you've just got a back button. So it's basically up, down, back, start, stop, and then you've got your light. So It's very easy to navigate through and sort of record an activity or change any settings, which you can also do through the Garmin Connect app. But yeah, it's very easy watch to use. Using this one as a running watch, it can also help you on things like your running form. So it can actually notify you, or you can set it to notify you when you go outside your suggested cadence, which is basically your running sort of like step distance and speed. So yeah, you can have it sort of jump in and let you know if you're going outside those ranges that you've set targets at. So it's got a lot of features you can sort of you can add or take away depending on what you want to see. So you've got like step count, your body battery, which is going off data that it's collecting from your activities. I'm not 100% sure what it's collecting, but it's essentially giving you what your body's battery level is at, and sort of how much you've got left, and what sort of activities you're doing, how that's going to affect that. Yeah, it also give you respiration readings, weekly distances, and then you can scroll through and check things like weather and like notifications from your phone. So it's all there basically that you're going to want to use. Its Forerunner also comes in the music and non-music options. So the music one will allow you to essentially download music from your phone onto the watch, like make a playlist before you go out and go for a run, and then you essentially aren't having to bring your phone with you. So if you've got pre-downloaded music, obviously that takes the if you find it annoying to run with your phone or do whatever it is you're doing, it does like bounce around a little bit and add a little bit of annoyance sometimes. So having the music option, you can download your music, put your Bluetooth earphones in, and you're good to go, and you can just Bluetooth straight to the watch, which is pretty nifty. This watch will also give you readings of calories burnt, and it'll also give you a reading of stress level. It's another thing that it's basing off various readings of things like heart rate and your activity, and it's sort of putting that all together to create a result. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but it's giving you that reading if that's something you're interested in. Another thing I've noticed is that this watch charges really quickly, so within like an hour or two it'll fully charge up and you're good to go, and then it's lasting for that 2 weeks if you're not using the GPS. So it's long lasting. It's obviously quite a simple watch, so there's not a heap going on for it to sort of deal with, but overall sort of that's what I like about this watch, is its simplicity. Like in terms of other watches, I just want a watch that will sort of, I can take running, it will give me all the data I need, and sort of something that I won't even really notice is there. So it's super streamlined, super minimalistic, and I just like that simplicity of it, that you're just going for a run and this is just collecting your data, and it's sort of doing it in the least intrusive way possible, essentially. So yeah, the Garmin 55 Forerunner, if you're looking for a good little running watch, or whatever sport you're involved in, the Forerunner 55 is going to be a great little watch to give you all the sort of readings you need. So yeah.